keep an eye on the feed here. The live stream.
Is it live right now?
I don't think so.
Get ready. Get set. It's the Project Ion Podcast with Kevin, Andy, Jim, and Kyle, bringing you opinions on life from a basement in Northwest Iowa.
Oh, come on.
I really don't think that a president can do much about that issue.
You are fake news.
Well, let's say it's a guy named Seats.
I made you scary.
Man, this shit whack, man. I don't want to do a scam.
I want to save him until he goes through puberty.
How dare you!
Uh-oh. Where'd you guys go? Oh, there you are. What's up, fellas?
Hey.
Hello.
Episode... I think it was 60 last time, so is this 61, maybe?
Yep. This is 61.
Wow.
61.
Over how many years? How many years did it take us to get this far?
Well, that's interesting you bring that up, because I remember... Because you started doing podcasting by yourself first, right, Vin? You were just like...
Audio only.
Yeah, audio only, and it was just you, and kind of like... Was it politics or something? I never even heard one of those episodes, so...
That's good. They've all been removed. Yeah, I was just ranting for 90 minutes on current events of the day.
But you got started doing that when, would you say?
Oh, boy. Maybe 2017-ish. It was an interesting exercise in just basically getting all the equipment set up, because I'm not very good with cabling and wires and all that stuff, and audio, AV in general. So it was quite a feat to get that all set up, and then putting out the podcast feed to iTunes and all the other places that you'd expect. It was an interesting technical challenge.
Gotcha.
I'm doing it all for pretty cheap, actually. It's not very expensive to host your own podcast.
Yeah, it's low barriers to entry, that's for sure. Well, and
Yeah.
I remember bugging you about it, being like, because I wanted in, like, I'm full of hot air, so I'm perfect for podcasting. Yeah. And the three of us got started maybe 18?
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, probably. Because that was some of the early days. We'd have Swanee on.
Well, yeah, so some of the first stuff because we did some stuff before YouTube, too, as I recall.
That's right.
Yeah.
And our oldest stuff on YouTube, I think, goes back to, like, the fall of 18.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Interesting, technical point is they just retired the iPod. There've been no more iPods made, and yet we're still calling it podcasting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Man.
People call them netcasts.
So is the reason for the podcast retiring is because nobody needs, like, it's all just Spotify or streamed music, I guess.
All combined into wonderful
RSS.
Yeah. You don't need to have your entire music collection in a climate-controlled
I've got my
safe
old
box.
CD case right below me. I should pull it out. It's like just overflowing with burned CDRWs.
Yeah. Well, I've got a pretty rad CD collection myself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I kind of prefer CDs, honestly. Something about, putting the disc in, and feels sort of like maybe what you get with a record experience. I don't know. I hear people talking about vinyl records a lot.
Yeah, I was just telling Kat today, it's like I'm at two ends of the spectrum for just everyday music and stuff. It's Spotify all the way, but then if it's something really good, I'll get the vinyl of it.
Okay.
I think this guy. Angels and Airwaves on.
Do you have a lot of vinyl records, Vin?
Yeah, I've got a small stack back in the closet, and a lot of it's actually from Dad. He let me pick through his collection not too long ago. And then some of Grandpa's old stuff, too.
Nice.
Jeez.
Coral's got a really good record collection.
Who's that?
My mom, Coral.
Oh.
Yeah, she's, I mean, that was her vintage, so all of the
Yeah.
stuff from the 60s, 70s.
How many copies of Frampton Comes Alive does she have?
I wouldn't be surprised if she's got one buried somewhere, but she's got some
Everybody
good.
had like 3 of those.
She's got some good stuff. Like she's got the Allman Brothers at Fillmore East, like the original.
Nice.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's pretty rad. Lots of Beatles records. So,
Jim, did you do the live stream thing? It's not showing up on
it
YouTube.
claims we're live here on my thing, but
Didn't see it
I'm-
either.
I'm
We were
recording,
shadowing.
so if it doesn't work, I'll just upload the recording.
Sure. You got to get Elon to buy YouTube next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding. I heard that
What do
the
we
deal
think about that?
about Elon buying Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, it inspired me to log back in on my old Twitter. Got deleted though somehow. I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I like all my followers. Everything was gone. So
Huh.
It's
Did you do anything with it? Like, when you,
what I recall doing when I purged social media was that I just pretty much deleted stuff off my phone and not really like deactivated any accounts or anything like that. But when I got my Twitter back and tried to log in and all the stuff, it was just everything had been wiped. So
yeah, maybe there's a time limit on it where if you don't do anything for
yeah,
X amount of years, it just wipes it. And yeah, deactivate is the key term there. It's not actually deleted, as I'm sure we're all aware.
yeah. Well, the same thing happened to me at the video warehouse. I didn't rent for a year and I got deleted out of the system.
Yeah. Their TXT file database.
Do you remember the Burton backup?
No, had to do it.
Yeah.
Control F7 or whatever it was.
Because we've all heard about the epic day when Laddie came in or whatever and tried to do something and it erased everybody's stuff and
Oh, man.
it was a complete cluster. Twan was down there hacking away at the computers and
Come on.
Imagine a business like that running like that. Technology like that.
well, yeah, I mean it was the whole Burton backup was like, multiple. It's supposed to be a daily thing where you back up your customer database or whatever.
Hmm.
But he had it all on a 1 gig flash drive.
And that's probably like overkill. You can put it on a 5 megabyte, probably.
Well, it's just
CD-ROM.
it's just text. It was all everything was just text, so it couldn't have used much storage.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I remember that. Yeah. I think that's when I actually first started working there. And I only lasted about a month at video. I hated
Yeah.
it so bad.
Yeah, I didn't mind video if you were working with somebody else, but by yourself just was awful.
Yeah.
You'd start to go crazy.
How do you go pee by yourself? Like, how do you do basic
Breaking up over here, Ben.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me.
Uh-oh. Check, check.
Yeah, now I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Oh. So my connection is unstable. Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
You better do some hacking and coding here.
Yeah. Kyle, I can barely see you. You're just like, I see a silhouette of your
Yeah.
hair in the
My
window.
Lighting's not great.
Are you sitting downstairs somewhere, or where are you?
No, I'm right below the window.
Okay.
Upstairs, so you don't need to see me. I'm gross anyway. I got a nasty neck beard going.
You do have a neck beard.
Just been grinding on WoW for 3 days.
Nice. What level's your tune?
Are you serious or?
I know the answer, but
Yeah.
what? Let just say it for posterity's sake.
Do I need to explain? Of course, I'm max level.
How many you got?
Don't worry about it.
Just
More
answer
than
the
you.
question. How many do you got?
More than you.
Well, yeah, but I haven't played WoW at all for like 5 years.
I think I'm on my 4th or something. I don't know.
Nice. And they refreshed my memory again. So it was up. Last I remember, it was up over level 100 something. But then they
it's
brought it
supposed
all
to.
back down to
60.
60. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you start on retail now, if you start a brand new character, it's level just 1 through 60.
Yep.
So, okay. So what level would you be on that scale if you're going through the Lich King content or whatever? Is that like 40 something maybe?
40.
Or
Yeah, probably 40. Maybe 30 to 40.
Wow.
But yeah, it's definitely tailored to endgame now. So
Yeah, I suppose. Well, I'm glad we're making another episode because Laura got a hold of me and was like, Nick and Allison are clamoring for more
I'm sure they are.
content because apparently they watch. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, Nick is telling me that sometimes if the kids are in bed or whatever, they'll sit down and while they're laying in bed, and just turn it on and giggle.
well, it's nice to have some fans besides just your burner account, fangirl, whatever.
That's not me.
Bullshit, it's not you. I saw your TikTok. It says Project Ion Fangirl. God damn. It was Yaz all along. I knew it.
You found me.
Yeah, well, it's all right. It had to. I mean, it was so obvious it was an inside job. I just couldn't figure out for sure if it was you or Vin or Shrimp or somebody.
Yep.
Well, you've been watching much NBA Finals, Germs? We got no Vin, so we might as well talk
little-
basketball.
A little bit here and there. It's now that the T-Wolves are done, it's not as interesting. But
Yeah, I was really disappointed in T-Wolves. I mean, how many games did they just completely blow?
yeah,
I think they could have won that series if they'd have closed.
Yeah, Memphis is playing well now, though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
They got eliminated here but didn't the Warriors close them out like last night?
No, I think they lost, didn't they? I guess I don't know.
I could be, maybe I didn't watch the game, so I could be wrong, but
That
I think it was
Morant getting hurt is a big deal.
Yeah, and because it was Game 6, I think, back at Golden State.
Oh yeah.
So
I
I don't
was
know
watching.
if who won that one, but hopefully it's
I was
going
watching
7. But
Boston and Milwaukee. That was a good game.
oh yeah, that was a game I cared about.
Yeah.
So that's going 7, and I think Dallas and Phoenix is Game 7. So the parity right now in the NBA is like really good.
Oh yeah.
Lots of teams are right there. So
Well, people have figured out how to beat the super teams, like the Lakers and Brooklyn. And,
I don't know if the Lakers, if you can
well, yeah,
the current iteration of the Lakers.
yeah, that's a good point. But
What's Teets? I mean, Teets is the biggest Lakers apologist I know. What's he have to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's kind of maybe giving up on them. I guess.
Good.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody could be a fan of them now.
Yeah. I wish LeBron would just retire already.
Yeah.
He's going to hang on until he beats Kareem's points record and then quit, I bet.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if the whole ambition of I'm going to play on a team with LeBron Jr. is going to come to fruition.
Yeah, I don't think his kid's that none. I mean, he's good, but yeah. He's kind of short, I think, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I think he's. I don't know. They probably list him at 6'2" or 3" or something, but that probably means he's really like 6 foot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's good enough, but
Hell, there's not a whole lot of 6-foot guards in the NBA.
hard telling. Yeah, I mean, and you've got to be like Chris Paul is a 6 foot guard,
Yeah.
but that's Chris Paul, you know.
Yeah.
So, Vin, are you up and running?
Hey,
All
talking
right.
sports while I'm gone, huh?
Yeah, we had to get it in.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
whenever it's just Kyle and I, it immediately goes to basketball.
And now we can get back to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So, have you guys bought the dip, or what have you done here?
No, crypto is dead.
Oh no, Kyle's losing faith.
I've lost it. I've got buddies like at the school, I won't name them, but they went kind of all in on this coin called Quant, QUANT or something like that, and they bought it when it was really low, so it's not like they're out a whole lot of money. But
Yeah.
when it was at its highest, they could one of them could retire and be well off if they would have cashed out. But I don't know. I guess I don't know where it's at right now. But it's just I couldn't do that. Like putting multiple thousands of dollars into a coin and then just watching it move
That's the
daily.
thing,
That would just be too much for my mental health.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the way to do, like how to account for that. I guess if you had it, in your mind, it's like, okay, I'm going to invest X, and then I'm just going to sit on it, and we're going to see where we are in 20 years.
Yeah.
You just put it out of your mind, kind of. But
You set an auto dollar cost averaging in whatever platform you use to trade, where you just say every Friday at 6 a.m., which Friday mornings are historically the best time to do this. You're going to put $50 in or $100 in, and then just don't look at it. Just walk away. It does it all for you. Check it in 10 years, and the theory is you'll be a millionaire. If you're investing in high market cap coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, have you guys heard about the Luna fiasco? Luna coin?
fill us in.
I had Luna for a while.
Did you?
Yeah, not much, but
Thank goodness you got out.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't anything worthwhile, but it was on the up and up for a while.
Yeah. And it was in one of the top 10, maybe top 20 highest market cap coins there for a while.
Yeah.
And I think it's less than a cent right now, basically zero. The chart basically is a vertical red line at a certain point.
Well, what happened? I guess I don't know.
I don't fully understand it. It's like above my head. I don't know. There's some speculation if it was like a rug pull, or if it was something else. It just couldn't survive with the current market conditions. But yeah, it was a very popular coin, and it's basically zero now. And that's,
I mean, well, what if you put your entire retirement into that, and it's just
go to the subreddit. A lot of people
God.
did.
That's insane.
I was telling you guys in the text group, one of the signals that you've reached the bottom, like in a market, is if you see the suicide hotline being posted on the Reddit page, and it's there, sure enough.
Yeah, I'm sure
Oh,
it is.
geez. Is Bitcoin sub 30K right now, or is it hovering around there? Or?
30K is resistance right now. It's not good. I had a big rising channel drawn in, and if it broke out of that, I was going to start to get nervous, and it certainly did. But as they say, buy the dip.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, everything's down. Like it's not just crypto. Markets.
Well, I'm of the mind that we're headed for at least a pretty heavy recession, like probably globally, if not a depression. Too much money has been printed,
Mm-hmm.
and supply chain issues.
Just
Yeah. If
Can't
you
get-
watch the U.S. dollar, I think it's indexed the DXY. It's just like at all-time highs or close to it. And whenever that thing goes up, crypto goes down.
Yeah,
Very inversely correlated.
yeah. Well, what I always liked about... Go ahead, Vin. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt
go for
you.
it.
Well, what I always liked about crypto, the idea of it was that there's at least as I understand it, is a finite amount of coins. Like there could only be so much. And then, that was the sort of like electronic gold reserve sort of, that there's actual, finite amount tied to whatever the currency is. So that way, obviously the more you have, it goes up, the scarcity goes down. Anyways, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's true of Bitcoin, and that's why you have a lot of people who are what they call Bitcoin maximalists, where they swear by Bitcoin and Bitcoin alone, and all other coins are just F coins. The Bitcoin truly does have a finite supply, but a lot of the other ones, Ethereum, Cardano, Doge, you can make as many of those as you want. You push a button and you can generate infinite.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
interesting.
My opinion, the good ones are the ones that are locked in at a certain value of
Mhm.
Bitcoin. Not financial advice.
Yeah. Important
I think we just
caveat,
need-
right?
we need to make a Project Ion NFT.
Oh,
Maybe we should. Not a bad idea.
Now that is a scam in a scam. Holy cow. That's worse than Next Level Nutrition.
don't be so hasty.
Sorry.
Maybe so.
Well,
Yeah, was it copy paste JPEGs? There's your NFT.
well, Vin, what's going on in Boge these days? How are the little tykes doing?
Keeping us on our toes.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people like 2 kids isn't that much different than 1, especially since you can you're not outnumbered yet. But once you get into the 3s and higher, then you're screwed. No way we're having more.
Yeah. Well, and
I'm
you're
still too old for this as it is.
your oldest is what, 4 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that probably helps a little because she's probably doesn't need quite so much attention.
You can employ basic reasoning with her. Babies cannot reason.
This is bad. It hurt. Bad is bad. Don't do bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, Hank is
No,
like a
it's-
terrorist at my house, man. He just goes, just pulls. We have his toys all night put away. Just pulls stuff down, dumps it out, walks off, goes to the other side of the room, does the same thing, hits his
Yeah.
head on stuff constantly, bites people.
Parents today.
Yeah, he's raging against the machine. I think
He's fighting the tyranny.
fighting the power. Yeah, he just wants out,
Yeah.
wants his freedom.
Definitely not Durley's temperament.
Nope. I was hoping for like this nice,
I know.
easy, laid back bookworm kid that was gonna get like A+ and get a scholarship, so I wouldn't have to pay for college. Instead, I got myself cloned.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. Well, has the baby formula shortage affected your house, Vin? I hope not.
No, we don't go that route.
Good.
Yeah.
How sketchy
Yeah.
is that whole thing?
That's weird.
Yeah. My mother-in-law said that they're giving it all to the illegals on the border. In so many words.
Oh, I think I saw a Fox News thing on that subject.
Likely.
Allegedly.
CNN?
They got pallets of baby formula at San Antonio and whatnot, but you go to Walmart and you can't find any.
I haven't actually, since we don't use it, so I don't know what the status is at the Walmart here. Be interesting to check.
I think Iowa's one of the states that was in the shortage zone. Kyle, do you know anything about it?
No, we are long past that stage, and hopefully, if we do decide to have another, it'll be back to normal by then. But
Yeah, no kidding.
no, I don't know, and I know. Let's see, we've got a new nephew, so Kelly's brother's kid.
Yep.
I don't know I guess I haven't heard. I should ask them actually, because I don't know if they go formula or not, but it'd be interesting to hear what they think. I know we gave them a bunch of ours that we just had left over, but shoot, stuff's like gold now. So
Well, no kidding. And
we'd probably exchange it for a Bitcoin.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're going to do whatever you have to do to get your kid fed.
Oh yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
we used some formula, as I recall, but it was kind of a supplement,
Yeah,
for us at least. But
that's what we did with Hudson.
still, I mean, even still, we did use it. And I can't imagine how tense that would be if your kid was hungry or something and you had to use formula and you couldn't come up with it.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, there's nothing you can do, especially if you're not I don't know, obviously if you're a male, you can't produce milk.
Or
yeah, who knows anymore? But
well,
it's chest feeding.
here's a question I have is how was this not obvious to those that pay attention to this kind of thing? Because like some factory closed or something because of had botulism or something in the formula and
yep.
And there's
I think it's pretty much just kind of on back order is what I interpret, I guess.
yeah. But I don't know. It seems to me like we're on this kind of repeating cycle of having all these faults in our system exposed in the form of a shortage or something. Like, oh, we can't get toilet paper and we can't get chips from Taiwan and we can't get baby formula and there's container ships lined up in the ports because there's San Francisco is closed due to COVID and what the hell?
That $4,000 of stimmy we got and inflation, that's all it is.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
Oofta.
Got to keep the money printer burring. Money printer go burr.
Oh, nice. I just saw on Facebook that Next Level has graduation bombs.
How about that?
What?
Midget colors and ILX colors.
A graduation bomb? That sounds like a threat.
I should report.
We're going to get pulled off.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, man.
Gonna call the PD before you know it.
Yeah, any news on the Next Level front? Is business still booming?
No, I don't know. I was thinking about that, though. Like, how do they make money? Do they only make money when people sign up? Or, like, every time you go in there, you pay for a smoothie? Or is it like a monthly subscription kind of thing? I wonder.
I think every MLM is different, but my understanding of them in general is you don't actually make good money, so-called, unless you get people under you and selling under you. It's really hard to be profitable by just selling the product.
But you do sell the product. Like, let's say I went in there, I could say I want a smoothie or whatever. Here's $10, or do I sign up and then I get so many smoothies every month for $50?
That's kind of the loophole we were talking about,
Yeah, because
like the club.
Estherville's only got so many people, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking like if they only make or are allowed to take money via subscription or sign-ups or whatever, I mean, eventually that's not going to sustain itself. But I don't know. I've obviously never been there, so I don't know how it works. But
Well, I've thought that of these kind of businesses in general, like in small towns where they tend to be popular. It's just you run out of people. You
Yeah.
can't-
Mhm.
yeah,
They always promote get people under you, get recruits under you to sell and build your empire. Well,
Yeah.
your empire in a town of 5,000 people is going to be pretty limited.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, you're probably going to hit your peak within a short time frame, I would think, because if you're not immediately interested in that kind of stuff, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to imagine that you'd be persuaded over a period of time.
well, it's not like that's a product that's absolutely essential either. Like
Right? They never are.
food, or where you could go to Mother Nature's has been around forever because they sell good food. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the products that a restaurant offers are extremely different than an MLM, obviously, which is probably why they're successful.
There's a new I think it's a used sporting goods store that opened up over here. And for some reason, I don't understand the logic, but they also sell smoothies. And they're promoting the smoothies on FaceBag the other day. And they said, in case you're wondering, yes, we use real fruit. And I think we're all of the opinion that that's kind of a direct shade throw at these other places that have been popping up.
Is that like Goliath Sporting or something?
Yeah, I think so.
And do they sell like retail sports stuff or?
Oh, I have no business going there. I don't know.
Oh.
I think that it's just like used shoes or something.
Both your kids are going to be in every sport.
I know.
You don't have an idea.
Oh, yeah. That's 100% coming. Yeah,
We got Lily signed up for soccer camp.
Yeah, you're going to have to buy some shin guards.
Both your kids are going to be like 4-sport athletes. You just be constantly going to sports ball games.
I've never owned a cleat, let alone a pair of them.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
I'm gonna have to come to you guys for advice.
Yeah.
Navigate these pathways.
Well, Hank is headed for a referral to juvenile court services, I'm afraid. So I'm probably going to be spending all my time trying to keep him out of Eldora. Going to detention hearings and stuff. Jeez. We'll see. Kyle, your kids better turn out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Our youngest is like you described, Hank. She's being a little terrorist right now too. God, we can't bring her to. We tried to go to graduation parties today, and it was awful.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was screaming, and I never would have thought Hudson would have been the good baby.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
It's just a bad day.
Oh, jeez. This whole parent thing.
We can't really put down Oliver, or he'll start screaming. He's got
Yeah.
to be held at all times or rocked.
Yeah. Well, it won't be long. He'll be walking around. That'll be all right. And then
Yeah. It's going to be sooner rather than later. He's like ambitious. I don't think we were going to nurse him for a year. I don't think it's going to take that long. I think he'll be on baby food soon.
Oh yeah.
Is he standing up much yet, Vin? Or
Yeah. He can sit up, stand up.
wow.
Yeah.
Because he was born in. Was
11/11.
Born when?
11/11.
Okay, I was thinking October, November, right in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So he's hitting the milestones then. He's probably kind of ahead of schedule, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
Yep. Got to get him vaxxed soon.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna get the no, we better not get Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
Vin,
No, the real vaxes. What's that?
you got Johnson and Johnson, did you?
I did.
I'm surprised you're still with us. All this
No blood
information
clot yet.
is coming
Yeah,
out.
you're
Yeah.
pale.
They got you on
Yeah.
blood thinners, probably.
All right. Well, then get this. I went to get my booster, as one does, and they asked me which version I want, which brand do I want. I said, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah,
Why are you asking me?
yeah,
So they gave me the Pfizer boost.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
We don't hear much about COVID anymore, do we?
Well,
No, it's
it
all,
disappeared when Putin invaded Ukraine.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah.
go read the Pfizer papers.
Yeah,
Open
not
your eyes.
great. Not a good look.
I'm glad Kat didn't get vaxxed.
Yeah,
Well, she was pregnant and nursing. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I was concerned. I kind of I remember even remarking on that. It's like, I wonder, once we've had the benefit of, some kind of back to normal and people start looking back at things academically, what's the fallout really going to be? And maybe we're getting to that point now.
Well, we're just getting over some pretty nasty sickness in our house, and God, Kelly was as sick as I've ever seen her last weekend.
With what?
And so get this, we're like, Al, we have these take-home COVID tests. We'll just give her one and see what happens. And it was negative, of course. So I'm like, well, it's got to be the flu. And luckily she was over it in a day or two. But like, man, if she's this sick with something that's not COVID, I think I'd rather take my chances with COVID. Yeah, it was not great. Not a great weekend.
Yeah. Hank had influenza A here a few weeks ago.
And I'm pretty confident it was.
Yeah, and Laura was kind of sick right in there at the same time. So I just willed myself to not, because I had to do everything, I just was just pushing, but I started feeling it in my body, but it was different. I had horrible stomach problems, and I thought it was my acid reflux acting up or whatever and giving me 50 fits. And turns out that was the influenza strain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the Spurge was telling me it manifests in adults. It's a real weird strain that's causing a lot of stomach trouble, and then you get fever and normal flu with it. Yeah.
We had that a couple months ago, probably.
Yeah. Strange.
I was out of work for a couple days. Not cool.
Because you normally think about influenza as being the times I've had it before, I run a high fever, headache, kind of cough, runny nose type stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never had it like this. It was just all stomach problem and then fever.
Huh.
Yep.
took
Sounds
some-
like what we had.
Yep. Took some Tamiflu and it was over in 24 hours. So not
Some
bad.
monoclonal antibodies.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I think the vaccine ruined my immune system. I've just been sick every 3 weeks ever since my booster.
I've heard years in quarantine and lockdown have wrecked all of our immune systems.
Yeah.
Can't imagine it was
Probably. It's probably not good for your immune system. Let's.
We had a doctor tell us that, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go
Now
figure.
the kids. Yeah.
Never going to a restaurant, never going to a movie or whatever,
Never leave your house.
Never leave your house. Do everything over Zoom.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ugh.
Here we are over Zoom.
Yeah. Well, at least this is just out of laziness.
Yeah.
That I can respect. Or for in Vin's case, I mean, even the guy with the Prius, gas is so expensive. The guy with the Prius can't make it over here to appear in
never been a
person.
better time to be a Prius owner. It's great.
I bet.
People give me crap at work. They're all like big pickup truck driving, SUV driving dudes, and I pull up with my Prius. Who's laughing now?
You should get a little like 4x4 sticker and put it on the back of your Prius.
I identify as a pickup.
They'll respect
There
that.
That's all.
Dagum.
Yeah.
Get a pair of nuts hanging from your
Yeah.
Classy.
Do you ever miss having your truck, Kyle?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next car or next automobile is definitely going to be a pickup.
We need one truck in the family.
Yes, we do.
It's really handy.
Yeah.
I use the old green machine constantly.
Yeah.
There's always a need to go pick up an appliance or take a load to the dump or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the green machine.
Yeah, man. Well, do you want to look at a video or something, or what do you think?
Or
Fine with me.
throw up a couple.
Yeah,
I think I gave it back to you.
am I in charge now?
Yeah, should be.
Okay.
Or Kyle is. I gave it to one of you too, and I.
Oh, do I?
Might be
Maybe I
Kyle.
do have. Okay, Jim, I think I'll. Hold on.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
All right, you are host.
Okay. Oh boy, this is a lot of pressure. Not sure if I can do this.
I love how the link that we clicked to get here had ELC branding on it. It made me feel like guilty or something.
Oh, did it? I don't know.
Like they endorsed Project I.
Hey, we got a new sponsor.
Well, if they, hopefully they do. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the school doesn't like us.
I highly doubt they would.
Well, this
Yeah,
is the
there you
Get
go.
Kyle Fired podcast, so
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead and try and find a science teacher.
yeah, that's very true. You're probably totally bulletproof.
Yeah.
I bet anything short of showing up to teach naked and you'd be able to keep your job.
Yeah, well. I try my best. That's all I can do.
Can you dudes see the thin?
We cannot see the thing.
Frig.
Ooh, Bitcoin over 30,000.
Congratulations. Now you're only at a 50% loss.
All right. Got it?
There we go.
Q.
Oh, we got your desktop anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my intent.
Age of Empires 2, nice.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, you got to get into Civilization 6. It's way
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I'm tempted.
It's way dope.
Is it kind of like Command and Conquer?
It's a smarter Command and Conquer, I would say. And you don't even have to like battle. You can win in other ways, not just combat.
Diplomacy?
Yeah, research.
What is this?
This is hilarious.
A little context here.
So this guy, he does cover songs, and he's doing Weezer's "Say It Ain't So."
All right, tonight we're gonna do Weezer, "Say It Ain't So" on karaoke version. Bump crowd, everybody look on ride levels, ride la 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 la.
How's the level for you guys? Can you hear it?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yep.
Ready, say, go. Who's my son? Who's my son? Who's my son? Who's my son? Let's go. Who's my son? Who's my son? Who's my son? Who's my son? Do 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 do.
He's got good dance moves, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But alright.
Oh my god.
Pretty horrible, huh?
Weezer always reminds me of Shemp.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yep.
80,000 views. Wow.
I'm telling you, I don't know why we're toiling away in obscurity here.
Yeah.
Certainly our stuff is equally cringy.
I don't know about this guy.
Yeah, this dude's name is Buff Carell. Should look him up sometime. God, I got some education segment stuff, but I gotta save that for Spurge.
Yeah.
Oh, go up a little bit. Sorry. Keep going. Maybe down a little bit. Sorry. There's a big fat guy.
Oh, fat guy.
Keep going.
Fatty.
There,
Oh,
there
yeah.
he is.
Why is this catfish so aggressive? Yeah, I think this is a pretty good one.
Oh, I guess it's this little apartment complex.
The sun in?
We're here. What's up?
You guys are familiar with the catfish concept?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Do you see the? I mean, it's a little hard to see, but do you see the outline here? I'm tracing it.
Now, yeah, you had to point it out. Blending in.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick. Don't you love the dramatic music?
Oh, yeah. Like we're in a horror movie.
Makes everything better.
We kind of are.
Yeah. Well, you watch when he gets out of the Tahoe or whatever, the car's gonna sigh. Okay, boring. Let's get some action. Here we go. So,
Yeah.
Kevy, I got a question for you. You and Kat met online, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so how did you guys get, I mean, was there at any point any concern about a catfish situation there, or like how did that go for you guys?
No, you just do it the right way. Like you start with one thing and then you move to chat, and then like we met in Second Life back in the day. I was just dinking around. I used to like build stuff for Second Life. It was kind of fun. But anyway, our paths just crossed, and we just started talking in this game, and then it just evolved. And then you take it off, like out of the game and onto Facebag or something, and then you chat there for a little while. Then you audio chat, then you video chat, then you meet the parents through the video, and then finally you go out to meet the person. And there is a way to do it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And if something doesn't smell right at any point, then you stop and
Right.
like either bail or ask the person what's going on.
Well, and that makes tons of sense and it seems like that's the common thread with these catfish people, is that there's some obvious red flags, but yet they continue to go down the primrose path or whatever, So
Yeah, they're just about, most of the time, lonely people who want to believe that this could be a real relationship.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a 90 Day Fiance before on TV? Are you familiar, Vin? Do you know that one?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's sad.
oh
stuff.
yeah, it's often it's like some gross older person, and then like the opposite sex, young, hot, whatever, and it never makes any sense.
Not to bring religion into it, but people have a problem with gay marriage or whatever. I think that's equally as problematic, and I think that's kind of a controversial point to those who would have an issue with gay marriage.
What?
Hello?
You mean like old and young getting married is?
No, 90 days.
Oh,
to get
yeah,
into a
okay.
relationship.
I see what you mean. Yeah. 90 days to figure it all out.
Make it happen.
Yep. God, some of this stuff is old. Democratic primary, that's been a while.
Ugh.
Cenk.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fat Brown Buffalo's 2020 prediction after Super Tuesday.
I watch his whatever Trump election meltdown night like once a year. I have to pull that up and just.
Oh yeah.
Man, he's been trying hard to be relevant.
Oh
with
yeah.
the Rogan stuff, and I like how Rogan just doesn't acknowledge anything.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Well, Cenk tried to run for a public office somewhere, and
Yeah, I got beat.
yeah, man.
Well, he tried to run in California in a district he wasn't even a resident in.
Yeah, that's right. Because whereas he lived somewhere in L.A. or something, and he was running in I don't know, but it did
Jim,
not
do you
work.
have a thing for training videos?
Oh yeah,
Oh, those are great.
yeah. Do you want to watch this Blockbuster one or like
The
McDonald's
Pizza
or
Hut
something?
one's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know how I ended up here one night, but I found it.
Yeah, I've got a few of them. I've got like McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Blockbuster. It's too bad they didn't have one for the. Ah!
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Okay, Julie, are you all ready to learn how to make a pizza the
I'm imagining Dylan having to watch this when he worked at Pizza Hut. Do you remember that? He worked at.
Yeah. Well, now they can't even be open. Oh man. Oh,
Right
no.
way?
I think
Making
you
it
did
great.
have to
Yes,
watch
I'm
a
ready.
video
Are
like
we going to
that.
cook pizzas now?
Well,
I
there's
did.
a lot more
I
to
worked
it
at
than just
Pizza Hut.
cooking.
Oh yeah,
In
that's
fact,
right.
that's
You did too.
Okay, whoa! I don't remember this, Vin. You worked at Pizza Hut?
For about a year, washing dishes.
Was that like right when you were 16 or something, or?
That was probably when I was 17 because I worked at the parts store for a year, and then I went over to Pizza Hut for a year, and then I found employment at the Grand 3.
Ah.
Yeah. I was a dishwasher.
Aha.
I think like Kent and Brandon were both working there at the time, and Steve too. So it's kind of
Okay.
a natural thing, but
Yeah.
that sucked. Waitresses leaving knives in hot soapy sinks.
Ah.
Reach in.
Stab yourself. Yeah.
Yep.
Sketchy.
Hot pizza pans.
Yeah.
It's probably the easiest part. But let's start this process at the beginning. First of all, are your hands washed?
Sure are.
Good, mine too. All right, let's say an order for a pizza comes in. You'll read it and you'll get started on the pizza making process right away. You have to act fast. Just think, the sooner you get that pizza in the oven, the sooner our customers will be biting into it and tasting how delicious it is.
And they'll have me to thank.
That's right. Because we're not just making pizza, we're creating an experience for our customers. Think of it as making pizza that makes customers happy.
I like that.
Our customers expect the same high quality product and service every time they come to a Pizza Hut. And that's true whether it's a busy Friday evening or a quiet Tuesday afternoon. Our job is to make sure they're never disappointed.
I won't let them down.
Okay, let's say the first order we get is for a medium pan pizza with pepperoni and green pepper. This is
Yuck. Green pepper.
Yeah.
Ew.
Dude.
Well, and you guys are both gluten free, so
Yeah, this
Nice.
is making
Yeah.
my stomach churn. Just
yeah.
I remember the pooper. You put oil in a pan, put this hard dough disc on it, and then throw it in the freezer overnight, and it magically puffed up.
Whoa, that's weird.
Y'all. Yeasty.
Yuck. I was getting a little bit of the corporate cringe lingo in there.
Oh yeah.
We're not just making pizzas; we're creating an experience for our customers.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
no,
wow,
you're
fine.
you're just making a pizza. Somebody gave you some money for a pizza.
You know, it's crazy how like there's no way these videos are shown in places like this anymore. I mean, it's pretty much a battle of just getting people to show up anymore.
Well, here's what I wonder.
By the way, Jim, completely off topic, but screw you for having my dadshark.jpg on your desktop.
What? Oh yeah. Let's bring it up quick.
God, you suck. Oh, good. It's corrupted.
Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it? Did it?
That was a very low point in my life.
What the? This is what they make teachers do?
This was a professional development session, I think. No, God, what episode was it? Because it was the shark thing and Finley and Bradburn and stuff, and it was just Spurge and I remember. And somehow I got access to a video of the pep rally, and we're playing it on the podcast. And you're texting me the whole time, "Fuck you, God, I can't believe you, fuck son of a bitch," you know, all this other stuff.
Oh God! Yeah, this was the staff dance thing for homecoming.
Oh boy!
Yeah, haven't done one since.
Yeah,
we'll never do one again.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Put in my time.
Those things, I mean, they're designed to humiliate everybody.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm not sure how productive that is.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, you need to have like a healthy fear of authority as a student, rather than like, oh, here I am dancing around. See, I'm a fun-loving country girl, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let me do some scantily clad dances and shake my bum.
I'm gonna put some corporate cringe in chat. Should I click the link?
Okay.
Is the
should be there.
Yep. Where's the chat exactly?
There should be a
more. Here we go.
Hey, it's Clint Boyer. Be sure to watch NASCAR Live on Fox and FS1 on YouTube TV. Try it free.
Time tracking is fun. Said no one ever.
God.
That's why we designed Connect Team's.
I thought I had an ad block deal. Oh well.
Why do you say this? Why can't you just be like, this person's more energetic and this person's more serious. This person likes to do the job. This person likes to. So, anyways, just watch the video. Why do these people exist?
The key disruptors in the Kelly organization. Can you talk a little bit about how the future of work is impacting Kelly as an organization?
It's fun right now. And I'll maybe frame it across 4 dimensions, because when we look at the future of work, we see it across all 4 dimensions. And if you skip any one of them, you really start short playing how you're looking at things. So
what? What are they even talking about?
I think these are HR people. It's hard to justify their jobs anyway, so they invent interesting terminology to make themselves sound smart.
Sounds familiar, huh, Kyle?
Oh yeah. I know exactly where he's going with this. He's not going to get to a point in about 20 minutes.
Well, bibbidi 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 boo, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Here's my 20K bonus.
Okay, so he starts talking about these 4 dimensions, and we don't know what the 4 dimensions are or what they're used for. I don't even remember what this lady said at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure like when you think of like your stereotypical HR person, it's this person right here that just count how many times they say organization. But let me continue.
First is the workforce. Understanding the makeup and the construct of the workforce. Certainly we understand that we have multiple generations in the workforce today. We have people operating, again, with different psychographic behaviors as well, what they're looking for, where their interests are. We have people located in different areas across the organization.
We have people with different psychographic interests. Why don't you just say we have people with different personalities that like to do different things? Psychographic, bro.
So you're adapting to learn how to work through that. The second is the workplace. The physical place that we go to where we do this thing called work.
Why? Why did he have to explain that? Bro, we know what work is, man. You can tell that he knows that he's full of shit by the way he like looks down, so that people like it just looks like he's making this shit up on the spot.
Has changed radically in organizations, and it's one of the things that's very undervalued by a lot of organizations today. You know, at Kelly, we have our Kelly Anywhere program to make it available for people who want to work from home, but that's not the choice of every person. Different people want to operate in a different environment. Those people who have real strong social profiles are going to want to have that connectivity with
those people that
crazy.
Blah blah word vomit is in the title of this.
Yeah.
What's the point of this meeting anyway?
Good question.
I mean,
Vin, do you know what the context is? Is this a internal video or something maybe, or?
It's Kelly Corp, I think.
Okay.
And they're, like I say, some HR firm.
Okay.
I've been in meetings with people like this at other places. The place I'm at now has zero corporate culture, which is kind of nice. But yeah, it's the complete opposite of this video.
Yep.
I don't know.
I like how he's molding the integration.
Talking about the workspace.
Yeah.
You know, people with sociographic profiles to tend to your psychographic whatever, and you know, God.
Just mold the collaboration with other entities and demographics together into one cohesive unit. That helps the organization, you know, further its expansion.
Synergy.
Well, doesn't the dude?
Oh,
yeah,
God.
synergy. That's a good one.
Synergy, and then what's the one that's big now? Oh God, what's it called? Oh, that's gonna bug me. We just did it. Oh, it'll come to me. God, what's it called? We had to do a whole workshop thing on it.
A word. Well, maybe while you think of it, Kyle, a word that I've been hearing a lot recently, and I have no explanation for it, is the word robust. So
that's funny.
Yeah. I you know, you guys are familiar with the pipeline project thing that's, you know, right now in Esterville area and around. They've got the CO2 pipeline proposal thing. Familiar with that? Well, so I went to an informational meeting on the thing, and it was the people for the company and some other government, like Des Moines, state of Iowa government people, but everybody was like the city folk are here to tell all the country, you know, simpletons what's going to happen and all the rest of this. And the farmers, and you know, they weren't having it, and but their stupid presentations on this pipeline, they kept saying robust. Well, we've done a robust amount of research, and we've had real robust testing, and robust. And I wanted to be like, how many times are you going to say robust before your presentation is over here?
It's funny you mentioned that. Our president at EPS made a comment jokingly about how robust the app that I'm working on is. And I think he just learned that word too. It's interesting timing for what you just said.
I mean, it's a word that I have had in my vocabulary forever, but it's something that I don't use it frequently. And all of a sudden, I'm just hearing it out of nowhere. Robust all over the place. So it's having
it's these interesting memes that come and go.
Yeah. I guess the words kind of come and float in and out of popularity like other stuff, but doesn't this guy look like a douche though? I mean, like he's got the silver temple sideburn thing and the plaid jacket, sport coat, and the glasses, and I don't know.
That have real strong social.
What were you gonna say, Kyle?
I found it. I had to look at my emails. It's called the Working Genius.
The what? Working Genius?
Yep. So I can maybe give you a little context on this. So we had to take like this big survey of like preferences of work, and of course mine was all leave me alone and don't talk to me type of stuff. And you get actually, I wonder if I can, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But anyway, you get categorized with where your strengths are, like wonder, invention, discernment, galvanizing, tenacity, and enablement. And then the gadget is, of course, widget, wonder, invention, discernment. So widget is the acronym there, and it's kind of a really creepy way of grouping people, and that's what we kind of had to do when we had PD, is we were grouped off of this working genius stuff, and like my type of working genius was supposed to match well with another type of working genius, and based on whatever philosophy whoever made this thing up was, that we were supposed to work well together. But yeah, it's kind of just a weird way of grouping people, and a major concern with stuff like PD is we're always grouped with the entire district staff. We're always grouped with people that we're not comfortable with and we don't know. So it's kind of like we have assigned seats and we're forced to work with those people for hour and a half or whatever. And it just, I don't know, that's what rubs me the wrong way, but I could go on.
Iowa Lakes used to do assigned seating too, and then they just said free for all, so wherever you want.
Yeah,
I can understand both ways, but
I don't understand the pro, I guess, of that. I mean, if I guess I don't understand any benefit to assigning who you sit by in a professional setting. If we're like an academic professional setting, you're going to force me to work with people who I've never met before or who I am not comfortable with.
Why aren't you comfortable with them?
Because I don't know them.
You're afraid of what you don't know, Kyle.
Yeah, I know.
You don't understand.
I need to what's the thing? Collaborate. There we go.
Develop your psychographic interests.
Yeah, right. Well, I always refer to the late, great Eleanor Roosevelt. You should do something every day that scares you. Or something. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, yeah. But
one thing I've always thought, the biggest drawback to these working genius type ideas is that you have X amount of PD per year. And every PD, it seems like they have this next greatest awesome idea, and that everybody's supposed to go and implement it. And then as soon as you implement it, it's time for the next thing and the next thing, or you don't even get it implemented before they're throwing something else at you.
Yep.
Is that a common sentiment?
Yep, you nailed it. It's
like coding. Whatever happened to code breakers? Anybody ever do anything with that?
That's passe now.
Well, they got a computer science and an advanced computer science class. So. But no, we don't do it anymore as a staff, which is fine. I don't think a element or maybe like a middle school social studies teacher needs to know C++.
Yeah.
Well, since we're going down this rabbit hole, there is a segment situation video that I want to play for you guys quick.
Great, can't wait.
And it's I think it's relates to what we're talking about right now because it's a comparison of Finland and the US model. If it'll play.
I think I've seen this actually.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the basic gist of it is like Finland spends like half the time in school that everybody else does, and they're like way outperform people, and you know, blah blah blah.
It's 8 a.m. on a cold morning in the suburbs of Helsinki. and these primary school children are getting ready for class. This morning's lesson, ancient history.
Look at that.
Well, they are reading with theirs.
Yeah, no, there isn't.
Wow.
There's no
physical textbook.
Yeah,
Same.
a book and a desk. I don't
Yep.
see a Chromebook anywhere, or you know, like a poster of an eagle on the wall that says perseverance or something. Reach for the stars.
Some text about Egyptian ancient life they are reading, and then I'm gonna ask something. What did they find out from the book? I think we all are ready now.
This is a school system.
What were you saying, Kyle?
That it's amazing how education can be so easy if you just don't overdo it. This is exactly what a school should be like.
Yeah. Well,
you've got a teacher that's giving information. Students have to retain information. Teacher checks for understanding. That's all it is.
Well, so that's, I mean, I haven't articulated it that succinctly, I think, but that's been my thought about this for a long time, is it's like teaching is, I think, kind of inherent in a lot of people. People have been telling or showing each other how to do stuff since the dawn of man, right? You know, so I think all this other stuff is just complicating what should be a fairly straightforward
It's just
interaction.
We're trying to accommodate. There's a word. We're trying to I don't know if accommodate's a good word, but maybe it is. Accommodate for the just mental childishness, I guess, of especially high schoolers now, instead of actually beating that out of them not physically, obviously, but
keep going. I'm liking where this train of thought is leading us.
I guess the mental weakness, I guess, and mental stamina.
Excuse me, the neurological divergent.
Yeah, that's.
Isn't that the latest? That's like the latest realm of identity politics. Is the neurological divergent crowd?
Never heard of that. I'm sure I will soon.
I think that's a thing. Maybe I might not be using the right terms, but
I've heard it too. I've heard neurodivergent.
Yeah, neurodivergent. It's basically just like autism and TARDs and whatever, right? What? I mean, am I wrong?
No.
Okay. You can't say tard anymore.
That for years has been among the world's best.
And then what about this gold one? Yeah, Minttu, please.
Ja miehetkin molemmat on käyttänyt meikkiä.
And yet these kids will spend half as much time in a classroom as Australian children.
When you go to the first grade, when you are 7 years old, the amount of hours is 20 hours a week. It's the minimum. And then it gets more hours the older you get, but it's still less than in many countries in Europe or in the world.
In Finland, it's individual teachers who decide how the curriculum is taught, including...
Now, right there, isn't that pretty brilliant? The teacher decides what the curriculum is and how it's taught.
Amazing.
Did they say they decide what it is or how it's taught?
Oh, maybe it was how it's taught. Yeah, I guess let's back that up.
Teachers decide how
the curriculum is
taught.
Yeah. So I guess maybe they don't necessarily make up the curriculum, but they're the ones that design how the rubber meets the road, basically.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
There's freedom to how you teach it I guess maybe not everywhere, but in my building, there's nobody breathing down my neck to say this is how you have to teach. mean, there's definitely some influence with like PD and that sort of thing, but yeah, I don't know. I push back pretty hard on, in Esterville anyway, that there's mandatory teaching strategies that you have to use. And maybe there is in elementary and middle school, but maybe it's just different in the high school.
Well, to me, that's a good thing. That's how it should be.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah, yep, for sure.
Because that's the art of teaching, is it not?
Yep.
I mean, that's what you're hired to do, is make the stuff, get it in the kid's brain, you know.
When I'm having like a tough day or thinking about how I'm gonna teach this next thing, I
jump off a cliff.
Yeah. No, I just go back to like what my job is. It's to present information, kids retain information. And if you can do those two things, then it doesn't matter how you do it. So.
Amen, brother.
In Finland, it's individual teachers who decide how the curriculum is taught, including how much technology should feature in their classrooms.
Me tehdään sellaista pyramidiprojektia, missä nyt me kirjoitetaan hieroglyfeillä meidän nimet paperille ja sitten me tehdään Classroomista tehtäviä.
11-year-old Mintu Latumaki asks to leave class to work at the school's own student-run cafe.
You can go. Yeah, that's okay.
Shut your books.
Seems like those kids are pretty calm to me.
Yep.
Must not have anybody on an IEP in there.
They probably don't even know what that is.
So if a school was given, let's say, a crap ton of money to buy laptops, Chromebooks, imagine, for every student, 1-to-1, do teachers have to use them in classrooms because they're
Ben, you're breaking up again.
And the expectation was they're going to use it for class stuff. So do they have to incorporate it? Dang.
I think I got the gist of your question.
Yeah, I think he's saying like, do they have to use the computer?
Yeah, the answer is the short answer is no. I mean, it's highly encouraged, but I still do I do notes on paper while I'm at the board presenting or something like that, and I never take grades for notes or anything like that, but the incentive is that the kids can use whatever they write down in their notebook on like a quiz or an assessment or something like that. So I mean, I'll only use the Chromebook and stuff for like review games or something if I need to do any of that, or like an online lab or something. But
open book.
What?
Oh man,
I got nothing, Vin.
Open book, open note, open partner.
Yeah, no open book. Occasionally open note.
Open teacher.
Open internet. Open Google Chrome.
Right. Well, okay, I'm sorry, but we've got like the cumulative knowledge of the human species in the palm of everybody's hand anymore.
That's just it. It's
what excuse does a kid have to not come up with an answer on the fucking homework anymore? I mean, seriously.
Yep. And that's what we're battling with. I mean, that's what makes it tough is what is homework now with the internet? You know, it's a question that I don't think is going to be answered anytime soon. And if anybody does have that answer, then please tell me, because it's a joke right now.
I'd be curious to see if there was a school that sort of like shunned technology, like if they basically
hire me.
You know, yeah. Well, if they just use the book, pen, paper, book, calculator approach to doing stuff, and maybe you limitedly, sort of like when we were kids, maybe you use the internet if you're doing some research for a paper or something like that or whatever. But
treat it like an online encyclopedia.
Right. Yeah. So I'd be curious to see how those kids would measure, and from a critical thinking standpoint.
Yeah.
Because I hear that complaint a lot out of teachers is, the kids they can't think their way through a problem anymore. It's just, I don't instantly have an answer from Google, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah. But, to their, or to speak, like, if I have a question, my first instinct is to go to Google too.
Sure.
I mean, okay, something pops up on the TV. I need to know Giannis Antetokounmpo's stats per game or something.
Right.
I'm gonna Google it.
Google it, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't really blame the kids for that.
No, yeah. I wouldn't blame them either. But I don't know. I sort of think of it in terms of like a muscle atrophying. If you don't exercise that critical thinking a little bit, how are you going to improve?
Yeah, and you can't Google your way to wiring an electrical box or something like that. Sure, you can. The Google will tell you how to do it, but unless you physically do it, it's not gonna get you anywhere. But.
Well, one of my new hobbies is automotive repair. So I actually enjoy like changing my brake pads and stuff. And I switched an actuator out in my Impala just this afternoon in the ductwork system, But the resource that I use to figure out how to do this, because I have no idea, I go to YouTube and find a video of somebody doing it, and they walk you through it, and it's like, oh, okay, it's relatively straightforward, and it's not too tough to go buy a part and screw it in, so.
The only thing that's changed in the last 60 years is your media format. We went from, manuals and blueprints to video. That's the only thing that's changed.
Good point. Yeah, very true. Well, do you think we've lost Vin?
Yeah, he texted us and said he's out.
So. Okay. Yeah, well, we're at about an hour and a half, so it's probably time to wrap it up anyways.
Let's call it.
Got to log back in here. See ya. Peace.
All right.
See ya, man.
Later.